The Boston Celtics have managed to be an extremely surprising team for this last week and a half, I want to say. Jaylen Brown especially has been playing phenomenally, especially in their wins against the Cavs and the Knicks. Basically 2 games in a row, they beat 2 of the top teams in the East. And then just prior to that, they had a close one with the Timberwolves that they nearly won. It was only within 4 points, and then they beat the Pistons, and then they beat the Magic. Again, 2 more top teams in the East. And I attribute a large part of it being almost entirely to Jaylen Brown. He's been playing phenomenally. Really enjoyed seeing him properly buy into this first option role, something that we've never really seen from him much in his career. And we can see that just in his usage rate, being up almost 8% since last year, and it being the highest ever in his career by almost 5%, which is just insane. Especially when you consider last year he was only at a 28% usage rate, almost 29, and this year he's at a 36.3. We really see him just being forced to be the facilitator a lot more, being the lead ball handler. Obviously they have additional ball handlers, but it really doesn't help when your primary ball handler, primary scorer is out for an entire season. And being able to see Jaylen Brown come back from that, having a bit of confidence, coming out scoring well. He's shooting the best he has in pretty much 2 years, shooting 49.9% from the field, same he shot back in 2024. And as well, also his 3-point percentage has gone up decently from last year. So that's been just really good to see, being able to see him actually, score properly, all without having Jaylen Brown there. And you definitely see it in the way defenses guard them now. It went from obviously Jason Tatum being the lead guy that they're trying to stop to now Jaylen Brown. And Jaylen Brown's able to take what the defense has given him and still is able to find ways to score effectively, get his points up, lead his team to victories against some of the best teams in the league. But another huge part as to why I believe the Celtics have had so much success, at least in these last 2 games, has been Hugo Gonzalez, the rookie. I believe he's a rookie. He's either a rookie or he's a sophomore player, but I know he's quite young and he's clamping. His defense has been insane, especially just the effort you feel him put in to essentially every play. I want to give a big shout out to their essentially only big man on the team who's somewhat good, Neemias Queta. Queta has been playing quite good, especially considering what's being asked for him. From him going from being essentially the 3rd string center behind Al Horford, Porzingis, and Xavier Tillman, to see him going from being behind those guys to now suddenly being the first option, the first option for a center on this team, and seeing him actually play good ball has been really interesting. But it definitely is a very obvious flaw within the Celtics roster. You can feel it whenever Queta is not on the floor. You can feel just the severe lack they have as far as big man depth goes. And you can especially see it in the stats, considering that Queta, a relatively mid-level center, is in the 97th percentile for on-off rating for his point differential. He's a plus 18, almost 19, plus 18.7 compared to last year where he was a minus 0.8. So it's all very obvious in that, at least, and you can definitely see it when you watch the games. You feel the way that the defense definitely has a bit of a drop off when it goes from him to any other center they have on that roster. I also want to give a quick shout out to Anthony Simons, because this role he's playing now is very different compared to what he was playing before on the Trailblazers, with him now coming off the bench, getting essentially 9 less minutes than he was getting last year. But he's shooting it better, he's shooting 3 better, he's shooting from the field better. Obviously his points have gone down, everything like that has gone down, but when you consider that he's playing significantly less minutes, his usage rate has dropped by about 1.6% from when he was on the Trailblazers last year. But I feel like we're just really able to now see him do more with less, and I respect that heavily, especially when, he's in a new city. The entire environment is completely new, coaching is new, the culture is new, everything like that is completely new, but he's able to play to it, show off his strengths. Obviously, we see him lacking a little bit on the defensive end, but no one ever expected Simons to ever be a extremely good defender. But I feel like he's really making do, considering what he has. Same with Peyton Pritchard as well. Yeah, Peyton Pritchard has been cooking, with him dropping 42 against the Cavs. I feel like we really see him now buying into this starting role. And I'm really curious to see how they all play together once Tatum is back, whenever that may be. Hopefully, no time soon, because if they rush him back, that could be very bad for his future health. And I hope that they give him all the time necessary. But yeah, because Peyton Pritchard has been playing extremely well. Jaylen Brown has been playing extremely well. Kata has been playing well when he can. Obviously, I would hope that they're able to get an actual starting level center and put Kata on the bench. I think that would work very well. But yeah, I'm just curious to see what this team is able to do. They play against the Wizards, I believe, tonight. So I hope they're able to beat them. I'm almost positive that they will be able to. But yeah, I have a lot of hope for this team. They have a lot of potential that they're so close to reaching. And I don't think it's a crazy hot take to say at all that when Tatum gets back, this team is easily going to be back into final contention. I think even before they trade for a proper center, they'll be back just with the arrival of Tatum. And yeah, I'm really excited to see that. I'm excited to see this league balance out a little bit more. I'm excited to see what they're able to do with all their pieces back. But yeah, pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be uploading every single day up until Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed. Peace.